Hey, what's going on, good people? It's your boy, Pastor Mike, the pastor of the Total Grace Church, also the creator and founder of Not Your Ordinary Vegan. Man, I'm just stopping in today for my very first Q&A session. Reached out to you guys, saw what kind of questions you had for me, and I just took a few of those questions, and I want to go over those today. That's really all we're going to do. Remember, Not Your Ordinary Vegan focuses on mind, body, and soul. So I just took a few questions from each of those categories, and we'll just go through. I'll read the question and kind of shoot out to you what my answer is. Hopefully you enjoy. Do me a favor before we even get started. Once you hit that subscribe button, go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hopefully it's going to give you great information just about the vegan lifestyle and what it means to be a vegan. Man, I'm just so happy to have you guys tuned in. So hey, again, Q&A. Let's get to it. All right, let's jump right in with question number one. Listen, I don't know if you guys want me to keep these anonymous, so I'm just going to not read names. I figure we'll start out with a light question first. The first question says, hey, I'm a new vegan looking to find YouTube channels to subscribe to. Is there anyone you would suggest? All right, that's a great question. Kind of being a relatively new vegan myself, some of the great channels that helped me get started. And let me say this, my primary reason for coming into veganism is because of health. Now, once I've learned about the ethical reasons, I believe in them, but my number one reason was for health, more specifically, how health was impacting the African-American community. So with that being said, I'm more on the fitness side of the channels. So my number one favorite channel is by far Vegan Hustle TV. My man Casey, he's energetic. He has an exciting channel, drops a lot of information on you. He'll keep you focused and let you maintain kind of your excitement as you're getting started being a vegan. Number two, my second favorite video would be Dungle Book. My man Paul from Dungle Book. Again, this guy, another young African-American brother, very knowledgeable, give you a lot of information about the nutrition that you need to be able to kind of maintain a healthy vegan lifestyle. Also, not being a big bodybuilder, just kind of being the average Joe, I'm also big on this channel. It's a guy, the channel is Urban Black Vegan, the Urban Black Vegan. Yeah. He's great, man. Gives you a lot of great information about health, a lot of great information just about how veganism needs to catch on in the black community. A few other my favorite channels, more on the lines of bodybuilding and working out and fitness, is John Venus. Man, love that guy. Vegan Physique, the Vegan Trainer. Those are all great channels. So again, just to recap, Vegan Hustle TV, Dungle Book, the Black Urban Vegan or Urban Black Vegan, John Venus, and Vegan Physique, and the Vegan Trainer. Yeah, the Vegan Trainer. So again, those are what I consider to be my favorite YouTube channels. Hopefully that helps you out. Let me know what you think about. All right, question number two. It reads this way. It says, being a Christian, do you find that there are any conflicts between your Christianity and veganism? Man, that's a deep question. You guys are kind of getting deep on me. I definitely understand that question, because as you get into the veganism movement, you'll find that many Christians take the stand that God created animals for us to eat. So I'm gonna drop this on you. Again, this is just kind of my thought, and just to let you know my background. I mean, I have a master's in theology, working on a doctorate in theology right now. So just not anybody speaking. But again, this is my opinion. I feel that as you explore from a Christian perspective, the relationship and the responsibility that we have to God's creation is an intricate one. And if we look at the Garden of Eden, or the creation story, the beginning of everything from a Christian perspective, when God was creating the world, he said that everything was good, man. Adam was naming the animals. It seemed to be a relationship between man and the animals. Also, you don't see any mention of humans eating animals until after the fall, or after sin was introduced to the world. So again, my little simple hypothesis is that in God's original design for the world, humans didn't eat animals. And it wasn't until the introduction of sin, until the fall of mankind, that we see the mention of, again, humans eating animals. Again, that's just kind of my thought. So again, I have no conflict between my Christianity and my veganism. I believe that God is love, that love is for every human, also every animal, that we should treat God's creation with love. That's what I believe. Hopefully that helped you. If not, hey, write me a comment, man. I'd love to discuss it with you. All right, that's question number 2. All right, question number 3. Question number 3 reads, I work out vigorously. Is it possible to maintain the energy levels to work out so vigorously on a vegan diet? Again, that's a great question. From personal experience, I found that once I became a vegan, once I gave up meat, my energy levels went through the roof. It went through the roof. Not to get too technical, but what I've learned is that we've been taught that protein is the magic behind a successful workout. It's all about protein. But what I've learned is that really our fuel is carbohydrates. And in a vegan diet, you're getting all these great plant-based carbohydrates, which again are essentially the fuel that gives us the energy to be able to work out vigorously, as you described in your question. So again, with that being said, I believe that once you adopt a vegan lifestyle and you kind of get the right fuel in your body, it's kind of like going from the cheap unleaded gas to the high octane fuel. It takes your workout and your energy level to another level. I promise you, maybe you can't understand it until you actually do it yourself. So do me a favor, if you adopt or switch, let's say this, when you adopt and switch to a vegan lifestyle, write me, let me know what you think your personal energy levels did. As for me, my energy level went to the roof, man. It skyrocketed. I have a lot more energy and I'm getting a little more gains. I mean, I'm not like some of the guys out there, but I'm getting there. So again, man, veganism provides you with ample energy to get a great workout. All right, we have question number 4. Question number 4 is a good question. I probably should have ended with this question. Somebody says, how are you going to make it through Thanksgiving? How are you going to make it through Thanksgiving? Again, I think that's a great question because listen, I'm originally from South Carolina. I'm currently living in Kentucky, but I'm from South Carolina. I'm a Southern boy. There's a point in my life where there was really no part of a pig that I didn't eat. And when I think of Thanksgiving, I'm thinking of ham and turkey, fried turkey. I'm talking about smothered pork chops, all that stuff that you would think about, man, that's what I ate. But now that I've been practicing veganism, I've learned that there are so many great and amazing vegan options that now my taste buds have begun to become accustomed to a plant-based diet. So when I sit down at the Thanksgiving table with my family, I'm gonna have to try not to throw up when I look at some of the things that they're eating. But if you put a nice green bean casserole, some collard greens, some vegan mac and cheese, man, you put some of this stuff in front of me, right now thinking about it, I start salivating. So I'm excited about Thanksgiving. And hey, as a matter of fact, if you keep tuning in to this page, also on my YouTube page, you'll find some great recipes for the Thanksgiving season. After Thanksgiving is over, I'm gonna actually post some of the recipes so they'll be easier to cook. But if you wanna grab some of the written recipes, try them out, let me know. I promise you, I put my vegan Thanksgiving meal up against any traditional Thanksgiving meal. Hey, that's what I believe, man. That's my story and I'm sticking to it. So I'm not only gonna get through Thanksgiving, I'm gonna be stuffed without putting a piece of meat in my mouth. I hope you join me. All right, that's question number 4. All right, question number 5. This will be my last question, man. I think this was great. My very first Q&A. We'll do many more. I want this channel to get popping, man. So make sure you subscribe. If there's anything that inspired you or taught you anything, man, make sure you share, talk about it. I want to have a discussion. I'll respond to every single comment that is made. All right, so let's get to this 5th question. This 5th question is a deep one. It says, how do you feel about the extreme animal activism that are associated with veganism? The extreme animal activists that are associated with veganism. Okay, let me tell you this. When I first got associated with veganism and started doing my research and watching videos, I did get turned off a bit by the people out there, some of the extreme animal rights activists. Listen, I love animals. I am a animal rights proponent myself. However, watch me, listen to me carefully. I do not equate a human life to an animal life. I do not equate a human life to an animal life. And as much as many of my vegan brothers and sisters try to take that stance, you don't either. If there was a baby to be saved or a puppy to be saved, and you could only save one, who in their right mind would not save the baby? Without question, without thought. They are not equal, but that does not make animal life less than or inferior. So I believe that we should stand up for animal rights as well. But when it comes to extreme animal activists, here's my problem. Now, again, I'm a vegan. I'm an African-American vegan. That gives me a different lens and a different perspective. But when I listen to the way animals are treated as they're on their way to slaughter, stay with me. They take them from their environment. They stuff them in living conditions that they can barely fit them in. It's horrible. They treat them bad. They beat them. They whip them. They talk terrible to the animals. They transport them by basically piling them on top of each other. They have such brutality and cruelty in their journey to the slaughter. If you have any type of conscience, don't you see a similar plight historically of black people in this country? So many similarities to slavery in the way that we were treated. And it frustrates me when people take a bigger stance for the life of an animal than they do for a black male or a black individual in America. Now, many of you are watching this aren't even from America. You don't have the same historical lens. But for those of us in this country, when we have police brutality, young black men getting shot down, and there being no consequences, if you would picket a meat factory, if you would stand in front of a truck delivering animals to go to slaughter, but you wouldn't stand up for the injustices that are going on in this country, I have a problem with that. I think you're unauthentic. This is not a charge against my brothers and sisters in veganism who just have a passion for animals and also understand that there are human right issues that need to be stood up for. That's not who I'm talking about. I'm talking about the people who will elevate the life of an animal above the plight of minorities in this country. So again, you let me go off on a rabbit trail. You asked the question, so that's my question. I feel that as a vegan, we have a responsibility to God's creation. That's animals and humans. That's all races, all genders. It's about the love of God, man. So again, that's my 5 questions. I hope this benefited you in some sort of way. Do your boy a favor, hit the subscribe button and then hit the little bell next to it so that you get an update every time I post a video. And I want to post at least weekly. So just stay tuned in, man. I hope that this helps you. It's your boy, Pastor Mike, from Not Your Ordinary Vegan. You got to do me a favor, and no matter what happens in your life, no matter where you are currently, no matter what you're going through, always remember there is nothing ordinary about you. God created you to be extraordinary.